The pandemic really opened up people's eyes to the different possibilities of training delivery. And in the lubricants industry in particular, this is something that we need to keep a really, really close eye on. Just as work kind of transitioned into a home or a virtual environment, so did many training organizations, and it forced this move into virtual learning. However, I don't think we should be throwing out the baby with the bathwater. There is something inexplicably different about face-to-face and in-person interaction, and that level of training I think will always be required. However, now what the industry is having to cope with is delivering training in a whole bunch of different formats. Now, not just in different formats when I say hybrid versus virtual versus in-person, I also mean segmented differently. So where in the past we have always had the industry-recognized ICML and STLE training, so that's your CLS, OMA, MLA, MLT, and MLE style training, now customers are also demanding things that are customer-specific, or sector-specific, or even problem-specific, which has been addressed in part by ICML's new VIM and VPR badges. Now, as trainers, we need to meet our trainees where they are. So not only do we have to develop training in new formats, but we also have to develop training that's, for example, optimized for mobile devices. We need to deliver content in shorter form, so 10 minutes, bite-sized pieces as opposed to the traditional hour-long webinar. We need to engage them with dynamic content that can hold people's attention. Now, in many respects, I see this as almost being a moral imperative for our industry in particular. Training is a really great way for our industry to gain the kind of recognition that it deserves and help us take our place on the world stage that will help us power the next generation of renewable technologies.